We all admit to the guilty pleasures. And I hate to say, one of mine is donuts. I love donuts. Sometimes I'm tempted not to tell anybody that because I'm looking like a donut. Anyway, I love donuts. So I'm going to show you how to do a donut sleeve. And guess what? You don't need a pattern for this. You just have to cut yourself a circle. So let me show you an easy way to do it. If you remember in school, you took a pencil on a string and that's how you drew a circle, correct? Well, I'm going to show you an easier way to do it. And I'm just going to do it by marking. So I have taken a scrap of my patternese. I folded it and then I folded it again. So I have two folds here. So I'm going to take, and this is totally up to you. I'm going to start at about 2.5 inches. So at 2.5 inches, all you have to do is to mark like this. And mark like this. And if you want to go get yourself a protractor, you probably maybe have one laying around. If you had children, you probably do. And then you're just going to connect the dots. So that's your inside circle. Now let's do your outside circle. Now it depends on how much of a sleeve you want, because this is really kind of just hanging on your armhole. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. But I'm going to go 5 inches from this just to show you. Or let's not go that wide. Let's go 4. So I'll mark 4 there. I'm going to mark 4 here. And then, again, make a dot, make a dot, a dot. Now, I use permanent markers so it shows up on the video. Obviously, at home, you could use a pencil if you wanted to. That's totally up to you. So all I have to do is connect the dots. You don't need to be an artist. I couldn't draw a circle if I wanted to, but I can measure one. So I'm going to cut the inside like this. Then I'm going to cut the outside like this. And guess what I have? I have a donut. All right. So now that's a circle. You're going to cut 2 of those because you have 2 arms. And this is what it's going to look like after you've cut this out of fabric. Now, do you notice that I have a seam in this? And I'm going to tell you why I have a seam in this. Once I have cut this out of fabric, you need to test it on your armhole because that center might be too big for your armhole. It might be too tight for your armhole. So you may need to adjust the inside circle. I had to adjust it according to Matilda. So that's why I took a seam and made it smaller. So watch, if I take a seam in this, I'm going to make that hole smaller. I'm really not doing anything to the circle because it's going to fall where it may, but I can make it smaller that way. Need it bigger? Then all you'd have to do is to cut that circle a little bit bigger on the inside, and that will give you a bigger circumference. I'm just going to show you what this looks like on Matilda. So let me just press this in place so that I can, isn't that cute? So see, this would fall down in the front like that. And you've got a really cute, whoops, there we go. You got a cute little donut sleeve. So you can wear your donuts on your arm. Who knew? I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you've seen how simple and easy this system is to work with. All of the products you've seen in the video are available on my website or a link on my website. Please make sure while you're there to check out the classes to see where I am. Join me on Facebook under Fit Nice, and be sure to join the Fit Club. Thank you.